Joe Burrow is officially out for the rest, well, not the rest of the season, but he's going to be out for at least 3 months with turf toe. These are my thoughts. So after a pretty, I mean, look, sometimes we've seen it in recent years with trajectory and stuff. Bengals have not been the most like, okay, come out of the gate swinging when it comes to their season. Even a handful of seasons back when they won the Super Bowl, I believe there was one time where they were sitting at 2-2, 3-3. They don't come out strong on their seasons. Usually, it's a pretty slow start, and sometimes, like a lot of people point the blame, point the finger at. It's their defense. It's a handful of things, and it's a myriad of. This is a team sport. At the end of the day, I mean, last season there were a handful of losses where it wasn't on Joe Burrow. Like, especially when you're throwing for over 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. I'm particularly talking about the Thursday night football game against the Ravens. But now we sit at a unique situation where the Bengals, after, okay, you get a win against the Browns. Let's see if you can turn around. Let's see if you can get 2 in a row against the Jaguars. He gets rolled up on, and now he has turf toe. Like they were talking about, like a torn ligament in the foot. What could it potentially be? Could it be broken? There was talks of an Achilles as well. And then we were all like, ooh, okay. But from, breaking from ESPN, Burrow out with turf toe, what it is, and what will 3 months away mean for the QB and the Bengals? Question mark. I think this kind of, it's a myriad of things. The biggest thing that I, was kind of laughing at was how all the memes of Joe Burrow running. And for hell's sakes, we saw it in week 1 where Myles Garrett came peeling around the corner and just put him in the dirt. But where there was the joke of, it was all over the meme pages and stuff where there's over 100 million obese people in America and we can't find 5 to block for Joe Burrow. I think this has a lot to do. I mean, QB sacks typically are a QB stat because 1, 2, 3, get rid of that MFer. But look at the construct of how this roster was built. And I'm not saying that, you shouldn't pay T. Higgins, you shouldn't pay Jamar Chase, you shouldn't pay Joe Burrow. But look at where the construct of how much millions and hundreds of millions of dollars come off the top of the cap space for 3 guys. And I'm not saying that these 3 aren't important, but the linemen are just as important. And like, there's the other meme of like, if you had Penei Sewell, Joe Burrow could throw it to anybody. But if you have anybody at the line, you can't throw it to Jamar Chase. And we're seeing it right now because just like how in 2023, I believe it was 2023 where Joe Burrow broke his hand or something. How long, can Browning keep them in it? Can Browning keep them in the season long enough where, okay, if Joe Burrow comes back in November, December, can they make a push for the playoff? I don't know, but it's just an unfortunate scene. Also, too, it just sucks. It just sucks. This shows, too, that like when you look at Hurts, you look at Allen, you look at Mahomes, and some of the other quarterbacks that have started this season off, especially Herbert. Offensive line is very important. So that's just my thoughts on that. Be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.